I'm recording this video because I've just thought I sometimes use the word magic in two different senses. You know, to argue a thing as ridiculously incomprehensible or unbelievable, but also to argue for a thing as being captivating, transcendent, remarkable to think about, you know, really philosophically deep, you know, and they're two very different meanings, because one can mean it's incomprehensibly stupid, and the other can mean it's incomprehensibly fascinating. Yeah? I mean, have a think about that for just a moment. It shows how the thing, a word can be used in two different senses and still make sense. Yeah? So let me give you two examples. Okay, the magical, as in incomprehensibly stupid to believe in. Yeah, as people commonly use the word. Okay, magical thinking. Yeah, a great example of that would be what we've seen recently with regards to the 2020 election. You see these politicians, and they're supposed to be, right, they're supposed to be there to have your back, to have your voice, yeah, to protect your vote. That's what they're supposed to be there for. Yet, what they're doing is in direct opposition to that. It's contradicting it. They're supposed to be there to have your voice, but when a mass majority of the public inquire, and peacefully to begin with, it was peaceful before the whole Capitol thing, you know, until their voices were being ignored. Their genuine inquiry and exercising of the Constitution into the validity of their votes, you know, it was peaceful. Okay, so you've got these people who are there pretending, essentially, to have your back. The president, he's the most powerful man in the country, right? Apparently, until Jack Dorsey from Twitter can silence his voice, and then you start to think maybe he's not the most powerful guy in the country. Maybe he's just put there to pretend to represent our vote. Yeah, or maybe he believes he's there to represent our vote, and even he's been hoodwinked by these unicorns, these magical unicorns. Right? So within Parliament. So because it's incomprehensibly stupid to believe in a thing, yeah, that claims to have your back and claims to be a thing, but in direct opposition to all appearances. That's magic. Yeah, that's believing in unicorns. If you believe, after what we've seen following the 2020 election and during the 2020 election, without a doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that those people have your back, then you're the magical thinker. You're the one that believes in unicorns. Not those that look into the environment and judge for themselves what is actually there and what is not. What is actually real and what is not. Yeah? Just a thought. Now, on the other front, incomprehensibly beautiful to think about. That kind of magical. Because it can also mean that. That's real magic. Okay? That's real magic. The type that does exist. Friedrich Nietzsche talks about the will to power, and how everything is rooted in or underlied with a single principle or a single drive, a single urge, yeah, and that is a will to power. Now, a lot of people look at that and think, no, I love this person. I don't, it's not rooted in power. It's love, it's self-sacrificing, all the rest of it. Now, if you read his work, it's pretty hard to deny. You know, he makes a very, very strong argument for the possibility. Okay. But what if he's right? Now, I'm not saying beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's right. I think it's worth considering. But I'm not saying beyond a shadow of a doubt that the guy's right. But it's definitely worth considering. And I think he makes an incredibly strong argument for it. Yeah? But more so than any love gurus make for the absence or the self-sacrificing nature of love and the absence of power in that relationship. Okay? Right, so what's magical about that? What's incomprehensibly beautiful about that to think about? It means that all that variety, all the variety of emotion, thoughts, drives, human interactions, society, business, putting man on the moon, yeah, all that organization, all that variety could come from a single source. Like a seed, like a tree grows from a tiny little seed. And I think that is incomprehensibly beautiful. I'm Jonathan Deans, and now you know what I think about magic. It's real, bitches. And if you don't think so, you're the one that actually believes in unicorns. Stay frosty, my beautiful unicorns, and stay magical.